Welcome back. All right, so AHL review time. Yes, I have NHL logos on the board because I do not have AHL bumper stickers or AHL logos, and it's this time of year where I really wish I did, but I don't. The Coachella Valley Firebirds, the farm team for Seattle, against the Hershey Bears, the farm team for the Washington Capitals. And since I can't put an NHL logo in the middle here to break up the two, llama, because why not? I have a ridiculous amount of stickers I got through the vending machine company that I've used for NHL logos in the past. They haven't had NHL stickers in a while, but I'm still subscribed. And when I saw those and some axolotl stickers, I was like, why not? We won't get into how many I have, but the kids are very happy. So it's Drieger versus Shepard in this one. Of course, Chris Drieger, an expansive contract with Seattle that's coming to an end, so he's going to be looking for a new contract this summer. Today's game did not help to boost his value. On the other side, Shepard has been excellent in the American Hockey League for Hershey for quite some time. I would really like to see Shepard get a chance at the NHL. I know that there are detractors, but all he's done is play well, including a call up with the Capitals this year. So I hope he gets at least a chance at a backup job soon, because again, Hershey could win a second straight Calder Cup this year. And a lot of the Calder Cup winning stuff that's going on this year, anyway, Shepard's been a huge part of it. And he was a huge part of it last year, too. So injuries piling up for both teams. 3 of the top 6 defensemen for Hershey out of the lineup today. So that's definitely been an issue. The Hershey Bears were held to 19 shots in the first game. So the first thing the announcers are saying, and it was a Hershey announcers I listened to, was they need more than 19 shots. Well, today they got 21. So I mean, it's a trending up situation, right? So good early back and forth. The Bears get a power play. There's an extended run during the delayed call where they had the puck, but they couldn't really get to the net. Early clear, and then there's a shorthanded breakaway by Studenic. He's denied there. Hayden had a shorthanded goal in the first game. So Coachella Valley had hit the shorthanded goal in the first game, and they were trying to do the same in the second game. I'll just slow it down a little bit here. All right, so Bears set up, they cycle. Dubé has a shot that's held. There's some pushing there. There was a lot of pushing back and forth in this game. These teams, just a lot of it. Power plays killed off 2 shots on net. The shots were 3-2 for Hershey, 4.5 minutes in. Evans has a chance that's held by Shepard. The Firebirds press at 5.5 minutes. The Bears block, but then on a really, really nice pass by Vecchione, Miroshnichenko buries one from the slot at 5:51. So it's 1-0 for Hershey, and then they press for another. Strong start to the game for Hershey. The Firebirds, though, start to turn it a little bit in their favor. They get some pressure at 7.5 minutes. Frank fans on an inner slot chance. The fans call one. The referee does not. The Firebirds have a 3-on-2 that's defended. Dubé has a rush chance that's saved. Lind has a shot that's blockered aside. Shepard then robs Shane Wright and holds on there. Carrick has a net drive chance that's held. There's some pushing as Shepard is really doing his best to steal this. The shots are 11-5 in favor of Coachella Valley with 7 minutes left in the first period. Then there's an offensive zone penalty by Shore. He protests a lot. Doesn't matter. So the Bears come out of that with the power play. The Firebirds clear back-to-back. Pretty aggressive penalty kill by the Firebirds, and rightfully so. Prisky has the chance that's held. There's some pushing. The power play's killed off. 2 shots on net. With 2:27 left, McElrath goes to the box. So that means it's a Firebirds power play. There's a shorthanded breakaway by Strome. That's saved. But he ends up drawing a penalty to make it 1 minute and 21 seconds of 4-on-4. The referees told that he sucks during the 4-on-4 because they wanted a different call. And then the Bears struggled to set up during a brief power play. They had 13 seconds left in the power play to start the second period. And so it's 1-0 for Hershey as we go into the second. So the Firebirds finish the kill. The Bears get some pressure after. Hughes has a rush chance that's saved. The Bears clear the rebound. And then at 2:42, Henman scores to tie it from Winterton through a screen from the left circle. And Winterton's had a good run through these first 2 games of the Calder Cup final. The Firebirds go back to the power play. McElrath with his second penalty over a very short period of time. There's an early clear and then another. The Firebird cycle. Hayden has a chance that's saved. Shore's denied. Puck's cleared out. There's a late cycle. Power play's killed off. 2 shots on net for Coachella Valley on their power play. Then the Firebirds press at 6.5 minutes, looking for the lead. Miroshnichenko has a shot that's blocked. Hayden has a backhander that's held. There's some pushing there. Shore has a slot shot that's blocked as the Firebirds press for the lead. The shots are 6-1 for Coachella Valley at 8.5 minutes. Bears get pinned down, but they're blocking. They're not panicking either, getting out of their game. The Bears finally get some pressure with 9.5 minutes left, but they're kept to the outside. Then there's some pushing on another hold by Shepard. Wright has a tip shot that's held after that. And on most of the whistles, there was some sort of back and forth and pushing and sticking and just get out of my face kind of stuff. Referees completely letting it go. Then at 13:01, Huntington scores from Limoges, but you could kind of give Drieger a secondary assist on this. He went out behind his net to play it, just botched it, and so Limoges takes it, puts it to Huntington, who has an open net to bury it into. So for Huntington, that's his first point of the game, would not be his last. So the Bears are leading, even though that was only their second shot of the period. Lots of chances for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. They're just not able to get those past Shepard. Firebirds look to respond. Shore has a chance that's caught and held. Student each has a rush that's defended. The Bears play, though, I thought it picked up since the 2-1 goal. And then it becomes 3-1. On a 2-on-1 rush, Dubé scores at 16:42. Huntington and Limoges with the assists there. So that makes it 3-1 lead. And again, for Coachella Valley, that had to be frustrating because they outshot the Bears by a lot in that second period. Dubé crashed into the boards after scoring the goal. He would leave for the rest of the second period. He would return for the start of the third. 2 goals on 4 shots for Hershey. Yep. There's some pushy, sticky on a Shepard hold. Lind can't bury one in close. The Bears rush. But yeah, we're going to the third period with Hershey somehow ahead 3-1, even though they've been outshot 24-13 after 2 periods of play. Third period, on a turnover, 17 seconds in, Student each scores. So taking advantage of a misplay by the Bears, and Student each roofs one to make it a 3-2 score and suddenly put a little bit more tension into this game. Bears look to respond. Huntington goes beast mode, but he misses wide. The Firebirds press at 3.5 minutes. In fact, the shots are 3-0 Coachella Valley 4 minutes into the period. There's some pushing again on a hold by Shepard. Hanman has a net drive that's saved. It's all Firebirds at this point. Ethan Frank beats out an icing call. They press a little bit after that. Lapierre fires one wide. The Firebirds rush the other way. Bears press at 8.5 minutes. Again, they're kept to the outside. Miroshnichenko had a breakaway, and he just fanned on it. Puck slid off his stick. Haman Octel then has a shot after that. That's held. But on the resulting face-off, Haman Octel scores. At 9 minutes and 45 seconds, he scores from Vecchione. So face-off win and buried glove side. And so somehow, some way, it's a 2-goal lead again for Hershey in a game where they've been generally outplayed pretty badly. Frank then has a rush chance. He fires wide. The Bears press after that. Lapierre with a near miss on a 3-on-2 rush. Shore's then denied. Shepard holds the rebound as Coachella Valley pressures, looking to get it back within 1. More pressure by the Firebirds, and it's the Hunter Shepard show at this point. Things are pushy on a hold by Drieger. Frank loses the handle on a fast break, so definitely some breakaway opportunities for Hershey. They just weren't able to bury in this period. And that's something that Coachella Valley's going to have to, cut down on. Make sure that you're watching for those transition plays and those turnovers. Goalie pull happens with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Evans ends up hitting the crossbar. Good pressure by the Firebirds, and with 1:51 left, they draw a penalty to make it a 6-on-4. They cycle. The Bears block. There's some more cycling by the Firebirds. Strome ends up clearing it out. Werbinski clears it next. Clock was not the friend of the Firebirds, and then Haman Octel hits the empty net, and it's a shorthanded goal as well at 19:49. So that makes your final score 5-2 for the Hershey Bears. They tie the series at 1, and again, Coachella Valley will be home for games 3, 4, and 5, as it's a 2-3-2 setup in the AHL. The shots on net are all in favor of Coachella Valley. 12-9 in the first, 12-4 in the second, 10-8 in the third. They outshoot the Bears in Hershey, 34-21. The power plays, both teams go 0 for 3 on the power play. Drieger, a rough night for him, 16 saves on 20 shots. Shepard, 32 saves on 34 shots. All he does is win at the AHL level. All he does is play great hockey at the AHL level. I will gladly be the number one fan of Hunter Shepard if that's what it takes to get him into the NHL. Like anybody cares what I think, but I think he's a very good goaltender, and yeah. So keep in mind expansions potentially on the horizon. The problem being by the time that expansion takes place, I don't think Shepard ends up being in the NHL. So hoping next season he finds an opportunity. There are definitely teams that need goaltending, and I think he's a very good goaltender. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.